everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am wearing a full face of makeup, which is kind of unusual for me lately, only because come the new year I was really sick. I didn't really put on a lot of makeup, but I have everything on from lashes to eyeshadow to bronzer to highlight to lip gloss, because I did go out to a bridal shower today. So I figured what better time to come on and do a video with my face made up. So today is going to be, what do I usually travel with on a weekend getaway? So what's in my travel makeup bag? But this is weekend getaway version. I think I will do another travel makeup bag in the future when I go to Jamaica to show you what I bring out of the country. So this is going to be what's in my makeup bag weekend getaway version, and I'm going to show you guys what I bring with me when I go away for the weekend and I'm away from my home. So I want to start off with brushes and tools. This is my Morphe Snake Pattern Skin Jaclyn Hill favorite case. I did get the Jaclyn Hill brush set and it came with the case, and that's why I have this. I do love this for traveling in my home country, just because I find that it's just easy to just shove all of your brushes in there and your tools, and they don't get squished or bent or whatever. So I do carry a beauty blender with me anywhere I go, and I like to carry one big face powder brush. This is the Morphe RO. One bronzer brush. This is the Morphe R2. These are not sponsored, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Then I take with me a Real Techniques contour brush, but I use this to set under my eyes. And I also have the Morphe M510 highlighting brush, as well as just a regular Morphe like domed brush that I use to highlight like the center of my nose and my Cupid's bow. So these are like my main face brushes that I take with me when I'm traveling, because those are really the only ones that I use. When it comes to eyeshadow brushes, I mean, it's kind of like a hit and miss for me. I take a ton and I don't need all of these. I'll be honest with you. Depending on the looks that I plan on doing, I don't usually use all of the ones that I bring, but I take them just in case I might change up my look. The main ones that I tend to use, and I'm going to be straight out flat honest with you, I have a Sedona Lace 773 brush to apply my eyeshadow base. This is just like one of those, kabuki, mini kabuki type brush heads from Sigma also carries this type of style. It's just great to apply thick cream products on your eyelids, so I do like that. I'm really into blending brushes, so blending brushes are a big thing for me. It just depends on your personal preference on what type of blending brushes you prefer. I have like a ton here, and I'm not going to go through every single one, but I will show you a couple. These are the ones that I mainly use on an everyday basis. Not all of them are dirty, because not all of them I use today in particular, but here's the Morphe 518. There's the Sephora Pro Crease number 10, Morphe 513, more tapered and pointed. Then I have another Sephora blending brush number 27. The Sephora blending brushes are really soft, by the way. Then I have a Morphe R40. This is great to kind of diffuse your crease if you want to blow it out more. And then I have just another Morphe non-numbered brush. Again, a blendy brush that's got a little bit of a taper to it. And then I have a Morphe 573, another blended tapered brush, and a Morphe M441, another blended tapered brush. This is more tapered though, more pointed. The reason why I keep multiples with me is because sometimes I like to change up my color and I just don't have time to clean my brush right away, even though I do have the solution with me. So I just carry multiple just in case, because you never know. So that's what I usually like to do. I also keep a this is one of my favorite brushes to travel with. It's from Sigma, from their Flare palette that they had years ago. It comes with a big fluffy brush on the end here with the black bristles. This is synthetic hair. And then it comes with a flat shader brush, which I like to pat my eyeshadow on my lid with. So this is great to travel with. I love traveling with it all the time. I prefer to travel with that. And then I will mainly take two more small detail brushes, and these are what they are. They're to go under the lash line, and this is the E36 from Morphe. Just very small that you can, you know, smoke out something under the lash line. And then here's the M213, which is a little more flatter. It's a flat shader brush, but it's very tiny, so you can get right up to the tight line instead if you don't want to smoke it out and you want to intensify color. So these two I like to travel with as well. Those are the main brushes I like to travel with, just because, you know, I mean, a weekend is a weekend. It's not going to be like 7 days. It's only like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 at most, depending on if you're taking an extra day here or there. So those are the main brushes I like to travel with on a regular basis, just because, you know, they can give me any look I want, and I'm not having to lug with me 1,000 different brushes for pretty much the same thing. I have yet to decide on if I'm going to take this little case with me to Jamaica, because I just find that it's quite bulky, and I want to eliminate the bulk in my luggage. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll take this overseas, but I will get back to you on that. With, like I said, weekend getaways though, this is great. Okay, so now this is my Victoria's Secret case that I carry most of my makeup in. It's a disaster because something broke in here. I got the case as a gift. Victoria's Secret has these. I'm going to just pull things out and show you guys what I got. Also, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's not in here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to go through this and find out. It's funny because, like, when I travel, I tend to be really careful that I don't leave anything behind. And, you know, granted, I could potentially forget something, which I tend to do, and I think I did. But we'll see. We'll go through this and see if it's actually in here or not. It might be in here. It might not be. Who the hell knows? So I have my my fake eyelashes I travel with. These are the Kiss ones, the 5-pair number 11s. I like these. I'm wearing these today actually, and they're easy to apply. They're easy to just pop on and go. So that is one of my favorites to travel with. I do bring tape with me only because if I want a crisp cat eye liner, this is how I get it, and it does the trick. I do have a palette in here. This is my Lorac Unzipped Desert Sunset palette. I think this was in my yearly favorites for makeup of 2017. This is a great affordable dupe for the, what is it? Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. If you don't want to spend the $85 Canadian on Desert Dusk by Huda Beauty, Lorac has this one, and I think it's like $44, so pretty much half the cost, and you get the similar shades that you would get in the Desert Dusk palette. Not as many shades, but still the same idea. You would essentially get the similar looks. So I do love this. I do like traveling with it. The only problem with this is there's no mirror, so I think Lorac needs to fix that and get a mirror on this. Other than that, this is a great palette. I like it, and I'm considering bringing that with me when I go down to the Caribbean. Like I said, you guys, I carry a mini brush cleaner with me, just, you know, in case I need to change up my my brush colors. I have a eye glue with me. Oh, here they are. I also have a pair of tweezers to apply my lashes. I have 2 eyeliners. One is the Physicians Formula, what is this? Eye Boosting liner in Ultra Black. Love this. It's got one of those fine tips. I think this one's coming to an end though. I've had it for a while, but I did use it today. I just love how it gives me that perfect crisp line, and I do have a repurchase of this. This is a favorite. I also have a Makeup Geek regular eyeliner. It's black. I use this in my waterline because I find that it does well with my waterline, if I can even get it open. There we go. It's just a regular pencil liner, very black, very easy and smooth that glides on, so I do love that. I actually won the Makeup Geek one in a YouTube giveaway from another YouTuber. Her name is Ashley. Can't remember her YouTube name exactly, but I know her name is Ashley. I love watching her. She's a Canadian. And she did add this into the giveaway that I won, and I do love it, and I would consider purchasing this again because this is a great eyeliner. I do have my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, which is completely shattered, so I have to part ways with this, unfortunately. I do like the Stay Matte Pressed Powder. It does work. It does set my face, and I'm making a disaster everywhere. The only problem is that their packaging is so cheaply made that when it falls or something bangs it, it shatters very, very easily. So that's the only thing that's kind of like ugh, for me when it comes to the Rimmel Stay Matte, but the product inside is great. It's just, you know, because of the cheap packaging, the product inside doesn't last very long. When you drop it, it'll shatter no matter what. I've always had that happen. I wish I had, we're gonna have to use a Kleenex. So I do have a couple of foundations in here. One is a foundation that I have been mixing in with other stuff, and I find that I do like this. I don't know why, but I just do. But I only like it when my skin is smooth, and it is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Medium Sand. I don't know what it is. I've been using this in conjunction with a dewy foundation, and it just does really nicely with my skin. I do find that this will pull through some oils, even in the wintertime, which is crazy. But it's not as bad as like a regular dewy foundation on its own. This has got a little bit of a matteness to it, so when you combine it with the luminous foundation, it does, I find personally, it does well, but that's just me. I love how it's in a stick form, because then you can just apply it straight to your face without having to, you know, pump it on your hand. And for personal use, I like the stick foundation situation for that reason. And then the other two foundations I brought with me was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This one I'm bringing with me because I mix it in. This is in Sun Beige. I'm trying to finish it. Not my favorite, I will be honest, but if I feel like I want to give a more luminous look to my skin, I will always add in a luminous foundation to my matte one to give me some sort of, you know, demi-matte satiny finish. So that has what I've been using in conjunction, and, you know, it does the job. It's affordable. It's not, you know, killing me in budget-wise. So if you're looking for a luminous foundation, definitely check out the L'Oreal Pro Glow. My last foundation I do bring with me is my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour. This is in Tan Deep. It is a bit dark, so I like to mix it in with others. It's very matte on its own. That's why I like to mix it with a Pro Glow, so that it gives it some sort of life to it, especially in the winter when you don't want to look as dry. I have a Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This is in the color Chocolate. This is my favorite brow gel of all time. I have tried her clear one. It is quite nice as well, but I just prefer the tinted one over the clear. I have a brow pencil, and this is the Maybelline Brow Precise in, what is this? Does it say? I don't know. It's supposed to be for dark brown hair, so I love it because it's creamy enough and it doesn't break. The tip is very small, as you can see, but it gives you a precise brow without your brows looking crazy, and it's great. And just so you guys know, all this makeup I'm showing you right now, I have on my face because that's what I used to do my face today when I was away from home. So just letting you know. The foundation I used today was actually the Pro Glow with the Tarte. I did not use the stick foundation. That's the only thing I didn't use today was the stick foundation. I used these two today instead. Okay, so moving on. I'm trying to go through this because it's a long video. I have my travel size Max Fix Plus. And normally at this point I would bring a face setting spray, and usually I bring my Urban Decay All Nighter, but I don't have any more of the travel size, and I have to go pick some up for my next out of country vacation. So that one's not in here for now, but it will be added back in once I do repurchase it. I have a mini size of the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This is just to set my under eyes. I always need something to set my under eyes. And I have my Max Painterly Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. This is always to set my eyelids before I put eyeshadow on them. Again, another cult favorite. My NARS Gradient Creamy Concealer. This stuff is phenomenal. So good that when I got to the end, I actually took the stopper out, and I'm still digging out product. So I am going to scrape this puppy dry before I move on to my next one, because this concealer is super expensive, but so worth it. And I love using it in the winter, especially when your eyes are more drier. The Radiant Creamy Concealer just works so well. I have my bronzer. This is my NARS Laguna bronzer. So this is a nice bronzer, okay? I wouldn't say it's my favorite, to be totally honest. Like, once I finish this, I don't see myself repurchasing it for a couple reasons. One is that you get very little product for the price you pay. Let's see what it says here. You get 8 grams, and I can go through bronzer very quickly because I use bronzer every day. 8 grams is not a lot, and most of like foundation powders you get like 16 grams, so you get pretty much double the product with face powders. This you get half, and it just doesn't, it's not worth it. So I mean, it's a great powder. It's very expensive for the amount you get. if you want to splurge, by all means. It's got a little bit of like a shimmerness to it. Not glitter, but shimmer, like glow. But I don't know if I would repurchase just because it's so pricey, and I like way better bronzers than this one. I'm just using this right now because I do have it and I don't want it to go to waste. But this is the bronzer that I was using for my getaway this weekend. I do carry a Sephora mirror with me as well because I like to make sure that I can do my makeup, and I tend to gravitate towards like an actual mirror. That's how I clean it, because let's face it, who's got time to go get Windex? I know I don't. So there's my mirror. You get one side that's like close up, one side that's a little further away, perfect for travel. I have my highlighter. This weekend's highlighter, I picked the Kylie Jenner Pressed Illuminating Powder in Salted Caramel. Comes with a mirror, so luckily we like to... Actually, there's a little film on here. I guess I could take this off, no? I didn't realize there was a... Well, you look at that. There's a mirror, and then the Salted Caramel, a beautiful highlight. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know why. It's a little bit more on the drier side, but I don't know. It's got this beautiful glow that is just so pretty. And on yellow tone skin, Salted Caramel looks fantastic. So I personally like it, so I do travel with that a lot. And then my last two products, my eyeliner, my liquid liner that I like to bring with me just in case is my MAC's Liquid Lash Liner in Point Black. Looks like this. This is great for cat eyes as well. And my mascara. Right now I'm using my Better Than Sex Mascara Travel. I like to use these up as quickly as I can as soon as I get them, because the travel ones always dry out quicker than your regular ones. So that is that. Let's just put that over here. So that was what was in my like regular makeup bag, like my main makeup bag. I'm trying to like clean out the crap that fell in here. Okay, so now I have a separate bag here that I carry my lip products and stuff that I might, you know, just grab and throw in a carry-on or purse. Not really a carry-on. I wouldn't say a carry-on because I haven't really flown with this yet, and I probably won't because I have tweezers in here. But this is more like I can throw in my purse or my overnight bag for the weekend, and I know that I have, you know, most of the stuff that I need for lips and brows maintenance. So I do have a spare like perfume just in case I need it. This is the Marc Jacobs Daisy. I do have some panty liners because you never know, girls. You never know when you'll need those. I have a mini Brow Wiz. Look at this. I've got a mini Brow Wiz here for touch-ups if I need it, which I think is a fabulous, fabulous idea. I have two, hold on. I know I have more than one. I think I have two. Where did the other one go? Here we go. I have two roller ball. Well, this is a spray, but this is a roller ball for perfume. They're both Viva La Juicy. This one's Viva La Juicy, the regular, and then this one's Viva La Juicy on one side, and then like Viva La Juicy Rose on the other. Yeah. So let's just roll that on. Roll it on. Roll it on. It smells beautiful. Yeah, so I keep that in there as well. I have a sharpener for pencils. And speaking of pencils, I have three lip liners. I have my Milani Nude lip liner, one of my cult favorites. I love the Nude lip liner by Milani. So creamy, so easy to apply, matches my lip tone. It looks like my lips but better. I also have the ColourPop Frida lip liner. More on the peachy side. Love this lip liner. Then I have the Rimmel Big Show Gel lip liner in, what color is this? Nude Attitude. This is just like a regular nudie lip liner, but it's so pretty. The gel formula, I find that can be slippery if you've got lip gloss or lip balm. So just make sure you dab your lips off of any balm you have and then apply the gel formulation of the Rimmel. But these are still good for drugstore options. Notice how these are all nudes, because most of the time I wear nudes on a daily basis unless I'm actually planning to wear a bold lip, which is, I don't want to say rare, but I would say 85 to 90% of the time I'm wearing a nude lip. Now, speaking of which, here are some nude lip options that I have here. I have my MAC Velvet Teddy. That's what it looks like. Cult favorite. I carry it with me everywhere. I have my Tarte Lippy Paint in TBT, Throwback Thursday, I think it's called. That's what it looks like. It's a liquid lipstick. I have another lippy paint called Rosé by Tarte, a beautiful nudie peach. And I have a glossy paint from Tarte that I'm actually wearing today, and this is called Double Tap. Just like a nudie brown. Very gorgeous. Love that. And then I have a Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Venus. Huda's liquid lipsticks are one of my favorite formulas of all time. Okay, so, I have 2 Brow Wizzes. Isn't that strange? I have 2 Brow Wizzes, which is cool. And I have a Anastasia Brow Gel as well. So that is in my travel lippy bag that I carry. Mostly I carry this in my purse, but I tend to also carry it when I travel on the weekend because this is where I store most of my lip stuff. I don't really mix my lip products in with my other makeup stuff, only because they just tend to get lost in translation when all that crap is laid out for you to do. So I like to keep my lip products separate. That's just me. Maybe I'm anal that way. I have no idea. But yeah, so that's in my travel weekend bag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if there's anything that you have questions on, any products you've had questions on that I've shown you, and I will talk to you guys in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not. I plan on doing a giveaway soon. Yes, another giveaway, not as big as my holiday one, of course, but I'm still planning to do another giveaway very soon, so stay tuned for that. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.